This is Blue Eagle 3. We just dropped load over designated target area, over.
Roger, Blue Eagle 3, proceed to base. Watch your backside, coming in over the T-vector point of the Mekong Delta. Reports of heavy NVA activity.
Roger, base out. Corky, I just got a blip.
Roger, Cap, got it incoming at 2 o'clock. Bank clear, sharp, skipper.
2-8 Corky, put out a mayday. We're going down.
Mayday, mayday, base. This is Blue Eagle 3. Mayday, mayday.
That's it, Corky. Eject. She's coming apart. Eject.
Hello, Matthew. I'm your grandfather. I'm looking forward to this for a long time. I'm sorry about your mother.
It doesn't matter.
Well, let's go home. There's someone there that's been waiting to see you.
you two are. I was wondering when you'd get here. Oh, Matthew Harding. You look just like I thought you would. I'm so glad you're here. But I'll bet you're tired and hungry. Come on inside. I've got supper in the oven, and I've got cookies baked, and I've got your room all ready for you. Come on in. Come on. That's it. This is your room. It's kind of small, but it did Jimmy just fine for 18 years.
We left Jimmy's stuff in here. Thought you'd like to see it.
Yeah, thanks.
Seems right somehow, you having your father's old room. Are you hungry? I've got some supper.
No, I'm just a little bit tired.
Well, we'll let you settle in. The bathroom's just down the hall. You call us if you need us.
All right.
He's not quite what I imagined he'd be.
Oh, how'd you picture him? Worse or better?
Well, a little of both, I guess. I have to admit I'm a little nervous after what that man from the court... What did he call himself?
Probation officer.
After all, the probation officer told us about his troubles with the law and everything.
Well, he's had a tough time, maybe even more than we know. It's hard on a kid growing up without a dad.
Have you ever stopped to wonder if maybe all of this is part of God's plan? You're going to think I'm so silly. But maybe all this had to happen so that we could have him to love and to take care of and, oh, I don't know. What do you think?
I don't think even God's plan is that complicated. He had a hand in it. I'll guarantee you that. Anyway, Matt's with us now, and we're going to have to do the best we can.
Well, I'm sorry his mother died. But after all the heartache she caused, not letting us know where he was or see him, even after Jimmy died. Well, all that's past. Good night, dear.
Good night.
Oh, I still think there's something special about that boy.
I hope so. I hope so.
When shall I reach that happy place and be forever blessed? When shall I see my Father's face and in his bosom rest? I am bound for the promised land. I am bound for the promised land. Oh, who I am bound for the promised land.
Good morning. I'd like to welcome each of you here this morning. We have a special guest today. I'd like Brother James Harding to introduce him, please.
My visitor is my grandson, Matthew Harding. He's going to be living with us.
Matt, we hope your stay here is a good one. Our message this morning comes from John chapter 3, verse 16. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life.
Hear those bullfrogs? They're singing love songs. A few days, maybe a week, it'll sound like there are 1 million of them. Even with all that croaking, though, I'll bet you it's quieter than the city.
I hate the quiet.
You met a lot of nice folks today. That's what this town is all about. Yep. This was a good place for your dad to grow up. It'll be good for you, too.
What good did it do him? What good does a place like this do if you're just going to grow up and get yourself killed?
Matt, that's not the way to look at it.
You're so stupid. Why did he even volunteer to go over there when he didn't have to?
Now, hold on there. Don't talk about your dad that way. He did what he thought was right.
Oh, it was right to leave his baby and his wife?
Well, he didn't want to leave you, your mother, but he did what he felt he had to for his country.
Not me. No way. No one's gonna tell me what to do. I'm gonna look out for myself. When I get out of this place, I'm gonna do what I want.
Are you sure you don't want me to go in with you?
No, I can handle it.
Hi, Matt.
Oh, hi.
Do you remember me?
Yeah, from church yesterday.
Right. Did you want to see the principal?
Yes.
Okay. Mr. Dixon,
Yes?
Matthew Harding.
Matthew Harding, come on in. It's good to see you. Your grandfather is a very good friend of mine, and he told me to expect you. I have your transcript here, and it looks like you might have some catching up to do, but I don't think it'll be a big problem. Matt, I want you to know you have a clean slate here, a new beginning. I want you to make the best of it. I see in looking at your schedule that you have Mrs. Jenkins there in your first period. Mary Ann,
Yes, sir.
would you take Matt to Mrs. Jenkins' class?
Yes, sir.
Remember, Matt, if I can help you in any way, my door is always open. And good luck.
Come on, I think you're going to like Mrs. Jenkins.
I hope so.
So, you're going to be living with your grandparents?
Yeah, looks that way.
That should be fun.
Yeah, a real barrel of laughs.
How do you like Dayton so far?
It's not Houston, but it'll do.
It may not be Houston, but it's a nice town, nice people.
It's a hick town.
What does that mean?
Means it's a small town with small people where they mind everybody else's business except for their own.
That's not very fair, Matt. If you don't like Dayton, why'd you come here?
Wasn't my idea. Judge sent me here after my mother died.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's no big deal. I can look out for myself.
Dayton could be a nice place for you, if you'd only let it, even if it is a small town.
Listen, I didn't want to come here. I don't want to be here, and I don't plan on staying here. I'm just biding my time, making my plans until I'm 18, and then I'm getting out of here.
You may be making your plans, but with that kind of attitude, you're not going to make very many friends.
Who needs friends?
Your classroom is right down there. I'm late. I'll talk to you later.
Yeah, later.
Matt, you don't have to be rude. People here in Dayton will like you if you'll just give them the chance.
Is this History 101?
No, dummy, it's home ec. We're swapping recipes.
And I guess that makes you the Pillsbury Doughboy.
All right, knock it off. Matthew Harding?
Matt.
Okay, Matt, could you take a seat right over here? All right, let's go on with our lesson. June, could you tell us what caused the Dust Bowl?
Come on, how's a girl supposed to know anything about football?
It was the weather. It was dry and hot, and, well, the farmers, they didn't know much about crop rotation.
That's right, the topsoil was depleted, the crops hadn't taken root, and when those winds came along, swoosh. Now, when the Oklahoma farmers lost their lands, where did they go? Anyone?
Away.
California.
That's right. Billy, can you tell us what famous novel's based on this event?
I don't know. Why don't you ask Mr. Know-It-All?
Because I asked you.
Grapes of Wrath, Steinbeck.
Whoa. Didn't think they made them that smart in the big city.
That's what you get for thinking and not being used to it.
All right, that's enough. Bad news, we've got a pop quiz today.
Hey, I want to talk to you.
About what?
About you being a jerk.
Come on, Billy, leave him alone.
Stay out of this, Robert. You think you can come in here and smart off just because you're from a big city? You're not as bad as you think you are.
I may not be bad, but I'm bad enough. Why don't you just back off me?
Hey, come on, Billy. Let it go. Later.
Might have thought you were going to cut that wood for me.
It's made of lead or what? Can't cut this stuff.
You got to hit it on the sweet spot. Give me that thing. Now stand back a little bit. Piece of cake. Now you do it.
Hey, Crocodile Dundee, got your knife?
Just don't pay any attention to him. He's not really a bad guy, but sometimes can be a real jerk.
He doesn't bother me.
My name's Robert. I'm in your first period class.
Yeah, I remember you.
Yeah. He's kind of the hot shot here, an all-around jock. Thinks he owns the place.
What about the girl? Does she go with him?
Marianne? Nah. He would like to, though. I mean, they date, but nothing serious. Not on her part, anyway.
Good.
Be careful with Billy. Hey, can you run?
Anybody can run.
Well, I mean fast. Track tryouts are Friday.
Oh, I'm not interested in that stuff.
Well, I'm trying out. I'm not that fast, but the broad jump, that's my event. You know, you really ought to try out. Track and basketballs are only sports here, so they're real important to this town and to the girls.
Yeah? Hey, I thought you said you didn't have a football team here.
We don't.
Then why the football field?
We used to have a football team. Dropped it. School wasn't big enough.
Huh.
Hey, fellas, let's go.
Okay. Barnhill.
Here.
Carroll. Cunningham.
Here.
Dale.
Here.
Henry.
Here.
Jones.
Here.
Lane.
Here.
Moore.
Here.
Richards.
Here.
Smith.
Here.
Thomas.
Here.
And we have a new student, Matthew Harding.
Matt.
Okay, Matt, where are you from?
Houston.
Okay, it's good to have you. Fellas, let's get some exercises, okay? I want you to break into your little groups here. Billy, step out and you can lead them. Let's get some jumping jacks and then some windmills.
Okay, ready? Exercise. 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 2. 1, 2, 3, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 5. 1, 2, 3, 6. 1, 2, 3, 7. 1, 2, 3, 8. 1, 2, 3, 9. 1, 2, 3, 10. Windmills. Okay, ready? Exercise. 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 2. 1, 2, 3, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 5. 1, 2, 3, 6. 1, 2, 3, 7. 1, 2, 3, 8. 1, 2, 3, 9. 1, 2, 3, 10.
Okay, good job. Fellas, we're going to do some testing today. First thing I want to do is to time you on the 50-yard dash, okay? Here's how we're going to do it. I want everybody to line behind that mark I've got over here. Get in groups of 4. When I signal you, I want you to run past me as fast as you can, and I'll time you, okay? All right? All right, let's head on down there.
Is it always like this?
This is nothing. You ought to see what it's like on the track team.
What's the matter? Too tough for you, city boy?
Okay, fellas.
Ready?
Go. All right. Way to run, Frankie Smith. All right, third group. Fellas, run all the way through now.
Go.
Good job, Matthew Harding. Okay, gather in, fellas. Matthew Harding, have you ever run track before? You've got good speed. You ought to think about trying out for the team Friday. All right, fellas, last thing, mile run, okay? Now listen to me. If you run it good, run it hard, be the last thing we do. You can take it into the locker room, okay? I want you to go 5 times around the goal post, get a good time, run hard, then take it in, okay?
All right, let's go. Matthew, listen, you're a little rough, but you've got some natural talent. I really wish you'd think about trying out for the team. I think you could do something, okay?
All right.
Coach must be pretty desperate trying to get a city boy on the team. Got your knife and your sweat, city boy? Come on, Billy, lay off. You think city boy can't take care of himself without a knife? Is that it, city boy? You're pretty bad as long as you got your knife. What do you say, city boy?
Why don't you shut your big mouth?
Break it up, you guys! If Coach sees you fighting, it's bad for both of you.
You better stay out of my way.
Oh yeah, you scare me so much.
You all right?
Yeah.
You want to tell me about it?
What? The fight.
I hear you had an interesting day at school.
Oh, there's this guy down there named Billy Dale. He's been after me since day one.
I know him. Good ball player.
Yeah, and a big mouth.
You fight about anything in particular?
No, nothing particular. We just don't like each other.
When did it happen?
In the locker room, after the coach asked me to try out for the track team.
Track? Can you run?
Oh, I don't know. He said all this stuff about natural talent, but, well, there's all those Saturday meets and after-school practices. Just doesn't seem worth it to me.
Sounds to me maybe this Billy's afraid you can beat him.
I doubt it.
Man, I don't hold with fighting. But maybe a boy has to do it sometimes. Maybe the best thing you could do is show him up on track.
No, I don't know. I'll think about it.
You do that. You know, I haven't been to a track meet in Dayton for a long time. It'd be kind of fun.
Okay, fellas, let's have a seat.
Good, you decided to try out.
Yeah, I thought it might be fun. Anyway, I think Billy might miss me if I didn't.
Yeah, right.
All right, fellas, before we get started, I want you to know that for those of you that make the team, it's going to require a lot of practice and hard work. And if there's anybody here who is not willing and prepared to make that sacrifice, you need to tell me right now before we get started, okay? All right. Billy, you and Matt, if we have any personal problems, you need to leave them at home, okay? There's no room for that kind of stuff on this team. Now, fellas, today, the best times are going to qualify. So you need to run your very best, all out, okay? Any questions? Okay, good luck. Let's go.
Billy sure was quiet today.
You know, maybe you'll lay off since you made the team.
I doubt it.
Hi. Hi.
Hi.
Did you guys like the team?
Yeah.
That's great. I heard about the fight.
Oh, it wasn't anything big.
I feel like, well, I'm sorry you got into it with Billy.
Billy's a real friendly guy.
He can be. It's just sometimes he's so
cocky.
It just takes a while to get to know him.
So what, are you apologizing for him?
No, but you're new, and I don't want you to think everybody in Dayton's like that.
Okay.
Marianne, it's late. We need to go. Okay. Well, it's great you made the team. You too, Robert. Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Uh-oh, I see trouble.
What? What's wrong with you?
She likes you.
No, she doesn't. She thinks I'm rude.
She likes you, and Billy's not gonna like that.
Oh, come on. Let's get out of here.
I'm telling you.
You don't have to be careful. There's nothing to worry about.
Listen up. That's all for today. 2 weeks is our first meet. Let's get ready, okay? Okay, let's take it in. Good job. Good job.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Dayton's first track meet of the season. I've been asked to announce that there's a blue sedan blocking the service entrance. If you would, please move it. All participants are to now go to their respective areas. We're about to get started. Good luck, and again, welcome to this meet.
Coach was really upset yesterday. Me too. I can't believe I did so bad.
You didn't do bad.
Oh, come on, Grandpa. An old lady could have beat me. I don't know what happened. Maybe I got off to a bad start, but I should have been able to catch up or something.
You got to keep at it, Matt. You've got talent, all right, but talent alone is not enough. It takes practice. It takes work. Hard work.
We have been working. Real hard. Maybe the coach was wrong. Maybe I don't have what it takes.
Oh, sure you do. But the key to winning is persistence. Don't give up. It doesn't matter how much talent you have if you don't develop it. You've got to push yourself. You've got to drive yourself and run every race like it was the last race.
I don't know.
And that's another thing. You got to have a positive attitude. Believe in yourself. Think of yourself as a winner, and things will start falling into place. And another thing, it would help if you'd let your arms work for you, not against you.
What do you mean?
Well, here, I'll show you. As you run, your arm should pump forward like this. That adds momentum, lets you run faster. What you're doing is you're letting your arm swing too much from side to side. That twists your body and slows you down.
I didn't know that.
Hey, you learn something new every day.
How do you know so much about running?
Oh, I've been around. I used to help your dad a little when he was a boy.
What I said about Dad, when I said that he was stupid for going off to Vietnam, I didn't mean it.
I know it.
Would you work with me?
Maybe. Come on, let's get this fence fixed.
Dr. J's liniment oil for sore muscles. Hope this stuff works.
Yeah, give me that. I can't believe we got beat so bad after working so hard.
It's pretty bad, all right.
Yeah, my parents were there, the cheerleaders. I think it was the most embarrassing moment in my life.
Yeah, wasn't for me. My worst moment was when I was 6 years old.
Oh, come on.
No, really, I came running in the door and there she is laying there like she's dead or something.
Who?
Kept on shaking her and shaking her. She finally woke up, and when she did, she hated me for the rest of my life. Screaming at me, cussing, slapping me. I was just a kid. I didn't know she was drunk or anything.
Your mother?
Yeah. You know, I never told anybody that before.
Hey, I'm sorry.
Doesn't matter, I got over it.
She's dead, isn't she?
Yeah, she's dead. But I guess she always kind of wanted to be. Why don't we go try that stuff out?
Hey, Matt, I won't tell anyone.
I know.
Okay.
Howdy, fellas.
Thanks, Tom. See you in a couple of weeks now. Come on in, James. Hi, boys. Have a seat. I think you're up next. What do you have this week?
Oh, just a trim. Hey, did you see that track meet yesterday?
No, but I heard about it. I heard we've got a good team this year.
You better believe it. The season's just starting.
Are these fellows on the team?
Yeah, you know Robert there, and that's my grandson, Matt Harding.
Matt Harding. Matt? Jimmy's son?
Yeah.
Are you the one that set the record yesterday?
Yeah.
Well, what do you know about that? Matt, if you and Robert keep it up. We haven't had a good team in this town in, well, I don't know how long.
Oh, we had a very good team in '68.
Was that the year Jimmy ran?
Yeah.
That was a good team. I'll bet they still hold the record.
I reckon they do.
Fellas, I'll tell you what, and you tell the team for me, if we have a good year, qualify for the conference championships, I'll give every one of you a free haircut.
You got yourself a deal.
Gene, that's gonna cost you.
It'll be worth it.
Yeah, it'll be worth it.
It's like a great dance. You want to go in?
I don't know. How long's it been going on?
About 2 hours. Come on, let's go. Yeah, man, it does. Sure, Robert.
Thanks. Are you sure we should go in here?
Sure, let's go.
Maybe we ought to think about it.
Hi, Robert. Hi, Matt. Are you coming in?
Yeah. No. I mean, maybe. Well, we're still thinking about it.
Well, while you're thinking about it, why don't you come in and dance with me?
Okay. Matt, you going in?
No, you go on in without me. I'll stay here and wait for you.
Okay, I'll be right back.
No, you won't.
Hi, Matt. Emily told me you were out here. How you doing?
Okay, you?
Good. You did great at the meet yesterday. Everyone was so proud.
Thanks.
You know, you really should come in. It's a great dance.
Well, I don't know. I mean, Robert told me that you came with Billy Dale, and
I don't know why you two don't get along. Anyway, just because I came with Billy doesn't mean I can't dance with you.
There you are. Come on, Marianne, let's dance.
I'm talking to Matt.
Talk to Matt later. You're with me tonight, and I want to dance.
Billy Dale, you don't own me.
listen, just tell Robert that I decided to go home. Tell him that I'm gonna walk.
Wait, Matt, don't go.
No, really. I better get home. See you later.
Good riddance. Come on, let's dance.
Why are you so mean to him?
He's a jerk.
And you're not. Billy Dale, sometimes you make me so mad.
Hey, Billy boy, come here a minute.
Hey, Billy, want a drink?
No, thanks. What are you guys doing here?
Looking for some action. Ain't that right, Dave?
Hey, Billy, how about giving us a ride to town, man?
Right now?
Sure.
But I can't leave my date.
Look, we got some important business.
It'll only take a minute.
Come on.
She won't even know you're gone. Come on, man. It's important.
I don't know.
Come on. It won't take very long.
Well, all right. But I gotta be back in just a minute.
All right, thanks a lot.
Turn your headlights off.
What are you guys gonna do?
Don't worry about it, Billy boy. We got everything under control.
You just get back to the dance. We got business to take care of.
This isn't right. You guys shouldn't be here.
You just keep your mouth shut and everything will be fine.
Coach said Mr. Dixon wanted to see me?
You can go on in, Matt. He's waiting for you.
Okay. Grandpa, what are you doing here?
The sheriff has some serious questions to ask you, Matt. Why don't you sit down?
Matt, we had some difficulty in town Saturday night. Tate's drugstore was broken into. Do you know anything about it?
No.
Can you tell me where you were Saturday night?
I was at the dance.
For the entire evening?
No. I left early. I walked home.
That's a long walk, isn't it? Why didn't you ride?
Well, I rode up there with Robert, but he kind of wanted to stay, so I just walked home.
Matt, I must tell you, you were seen in the vicinity of Tate's drugstore about the time of the break-in. That makes you a suspect.
I didn't break into any drugstore.
Did you see anyone else?
No.
Matt, I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to come down to the station with me for some more questions.
Now, wait a minute. He said he didn't do it, and I believe him. Do you have any evidence?
No, but the problem is I've been doing some checking up on Matt, and according to the Houston police, he's been in some difficulty down there.
You get some evidence and then take him in. I'm not going to have you walking him down these halls and everybody talking.
All right, calm down, James. I'll do some more checking. Matt, I will be talking to you later.
You have no business coming in here and accusing my grandson with no evidence. Let's go home, Matt.
James, I hate to say this, but until this matter's cleared up, Matt won't be able to run with the team.
Why not?
School policy, I'm sorry.
Can't believe this. They're gonna kick me off the team for something I didn't even do.
Oh, we'll get the thing straightened out,
Oh,
Matt.
yeah, right.
Matt?
James,
Matt?
I really am sorry.
Nice day. You're heading north, son. The farm's back south.
Doesn't matter.
Matters to me.
Sick of this town. Everybody treating me like I'm dirt, or you're guilty until proven innocent.
Oh, boy. Sounds like you're having a real pity party. You got knocked down. Now you're enjoying wallowing in it. You got to pick yourself up. Can't run away from your problems forever.
What good's it gonna do me to go back? Nobody believes me, nobody trusts me.
Did you break into that store, Matt?
No, I already told you that once.
And I already told you that I know you didn't do it. But you got to show them they're wrong about you.
How?
Well, for starters, climbing this truck. It's a long walk to Houston.
Yeah, I know.
Come on, Matt. I'll help you prove they're wrong. And while we're at it, I'll start training you. So when you get back to that track team, you can show them what you're made of.
You train me?
Trust me.
So when do we start, Coach?
Just as soon as we get home.
Hey, what are you doing?
Hey, nothing, just saddling up. What have you been up to?
Just visiting.
How's the broad jump coming?
Oh, I got second place last Saturday.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, we would have won if you'd been there. I had to run the mile relay. It was a real mess. Anyway, just checking up on you, making sure you're not goofing off.
Goofing off? Are you kidding? My grandfather's killing me. You ought to see the practices he puts me through.
Good. Stay in shape. You'll be back on the team soon. So, is your grandfather as good as they say?
Sure is. You know, I've been running better than I ever have. You ought to work out with this sometime.
You think it'd help?
Sure would.
Well, Okay. When should we start?
Right now. Come on.
6, 47, 48, 49, 50.
19, 20.
Way to go, man. Way to go. That's great.
Hi, Matt. Sorry. Your grandfather told me where to find you. How are you doing?
Pretty good. You?
Fine. Everybody on the track team misses you. Even Billy, I think.
That's a miracle.
I wish they'd find the guys who did this.
How do you know I didn't do this?
I just know. Maybe you were in trouble before, but I think you're different now.
I am different now. But it's always nice to have somebody else on my side. I guess that makes you number 4.
This whole thing's not fair. People who have never even met you suddenly think they know everything about you. That's the trouble with a small town.
Do you remember when I first met you? We had an argument about this place. Funny thing is, I kind of gotten to like it. I mean, my grandparents and school and track and
what?
And you. I wanted to do that since I first saw you, but I was afraid to. Never kissed a girl before. Today I was afraid not to.
Hey, Billy boy, just the man we wanted to see. What do you want?
Not very friendly, Billy.
Come here.
Are you guys crazy breaking into Tate's drugstore?
Shh, what's the matter? Feeling guilty?
Guilty? I didn't do anything wrong.
You took us there.
Yeah, but I didn't know what you were gonna do.
Well, you're in it now.
Listen, Billy, I like you, but you gotta keep your mouth shut about this. You understand?
I don't know, guys. They're blaming Matt Harding, and he didn't do anything.
Listen very carefully, Billy. I'm not going to jail. If some young punk from Houston gets the blame, who cares? If you know what's good for you, you keep your mouth shut.
I don't know. It's just not right.
Maybe you need some more convincing.
Yeah.
Hey!
Get out here.
Knock it
Keep
off.
your mouth shut, Billy.
Are you all right? Yeah. Who are those guys? They're bad news. What'd they mean, keep your mouth shut? Nothing. Thanks for helping me out.
No problem.
Guess you're not so bad for a city boy. Hey, Matt. Thanks, really. You're not going to tell anybody about this, are you? No.
The important thing about the start is concentration. You got to keep your mind on what you're doing. Think, and then explode out of the block.
Whatever that is.
Great news, it's over.
What are you talking about?
They caught the guys who did it. You're cleared.
Really?
Yeah, you'll never guess who tipped them off.
Who? Billy. Billy? Friends? Friends. I hope your grandpa's been working you hard. We got a tough meet on Saturday. He sure has. It's the best news I've ever heard. You know, I think this is my favorite place in the whole world.
Hey, look out. You're starting to sound like me.
That's not so bad.
I used to sit out here a lot during the time we were waiting to try to see you. Just trying to think what it'd be like to have my grandson here with me.
Grandpa, why did it take so long for us to finally get to see each other?
Well, it's a complicated story, son. But the long and short of it was your mom just didn't want us to see you. After Jimmy was killed, she sort of lost control. Cut off all contact with people she knew. I guess she didn't want anything or anybody around that reminded her of the past. And your grandma and I were the past.
Well, I love my mother, but I never really understood her.
Your mom was a fine woman. She just never got over the loss of your dad.
There were a lot of times that I hated my dad for getting killed in the war.
There were a lot of times when I wished that I had been killed in the war, and your dad could be sitting here with you right now fishing.
Funny how things work out, isn't it?
Sure is.
I am glad we finally got together.
Me too. I'm sorry for all the years we missed, but we can't look back. I'm just glad we finally got a chance to get to know you.
Wasn't easy at first. I mean, I was a real jerk.
Yeah, you had your moments.
No one ever believed in me before like you. I mean, no one ever said, Matt, you can do it, but you did.
Oh, no, Matt, you did it yourself. All the talking in the world won't get a person to change his ways unless he has it in him.
But you're the one that helped me find it. I don't know how to say this, Grandpa, but I love you.
You said it just right, son. Just right. Matt does a pretty good day's work. Why don't you go up to the house and get my gloves and meet me down at the corral?
All right, stay down there.
Oh, no. Matt! Matt!
Not right, you know. I mean, first my father, then my mother, and now my grandpa. Just when it seems like things are going right, it's just not fair.
I know. But you have your grandmother, and she needs you, Matt. She needs you now more than ever.
I know. Because it hurts.
Well, he doesn't get out much these days. Yes, he took it pretty hard. I know. Well, thanks for calling. Bye. Matt?
Come in.
Are you doing all right?
Okay, I guess. Just kind of feel empty inside.
I know. But the good news is it will get better.
I sure hope so.
You know, this would have been a great day for your grandpa. A special day. The conference championships and you the favorite. It's the sort of thing he lived for. Your grandpa was very proud of you.
I don't think I can ever run again.
Sure you can. You know, when tragedy strikes you, you have to pick yourself up and go on. That's what Grandpa would say. Did he ever take you up to the attic?
No.
Come on, I want to show you something. Now watch your step. I think you're going to enjoy what I'm going to show you here. If I can remember where it is. Well, I think it's in here. Yes, here it is. Look at this.
Is that Grandpa?
That's Grandpa. He was quite a runner in his day.
He never told me.
Oh, he probably didn't want to sound like a boastful old man. He could run like the wind. I can still see him, way out ahead of everybody, and the crowd cheering, that look of determination on his face. He was something. This one was right after the accident.
Accident?
Well, he fell off the barn roof while he was putting up a lightning rod. It was bad. Broke both his legs. He was 16.
Did you know him then?
I knew him. Doctor said he would be lucky if he walked again, much less ran, but James didn't believe that. Took him a long time to come back, though.
Did he run again?
Matt, a man that won't be stopped can't be stopped. A man that won't be beat can't be beat. Your grandpa was a man, even at 16.
Harding returns to lead team to victory.
They did that interview the day he won this.
Conference champion.
He was so proud of it. He wore it for weeks after the meet. I was so proud of him. You keep it. I want you to have it, Matt.
Grandma, I don't know what to say.
You don't have to say anything. Grandpa loved you very much. When you came to live with us, it was like a spark came back. It was like something I hadn't seen in him for a long time returned. It was an enthusiasm, an excitement. It broke your heart when your grandpa couldn't see you those 15 years. And these last few months have made up for that.
Grandma, I'm missing.
I know. But Matt, you've got a special talent, a gift. And it's yours and no one else's. And only you can do something about it. You can do what you want to do. You can let your grandpa's death be a defeat and quit, or you can do what I know he'd want you to do. He'd want you to reach down deep inside of you and pull out that something special that lets you go on and lets you be the best you can be. It's like Grandpa always says, you've got to run every race like it's your last race.
Thanks, Grandma.
Where are you going?
Going to the meet. I'm late, but if I hurry, I can get there in time. I'm gonna run.
Fellas, listen up. We're in second place by 5 points. It's going to come down to the last race in the mile relay. Now, we can win this thing, but it's going to take an extra effort. Billy, I want you to start out. Ron, you run second. Eric, you run third, okay?
But who's going to run for Matt?
Nobody. There he is.
Well,
all right. Glad you made it.
Man, way to go. Just as you came, man.
All right, listen, Matt, I want you to anchor on the mile relay. I want you to run last, okay?
All right.
Fellas, let's win this thing, okay?
All right, let's do it.
Let's
Come on.
Go.
But the key to winning is persistence. Don't give up. Doesn't matter how much talent you have if you don't develop it. You've got to push yourself. You've got to drive yourself. Run every race like it was your last race.
I don't know how to say this, Grandpa, but I love you.